Joseph from S Swaminathan Research Foundation. In fact, I'm representing the Community Agrobiodiversity Center of S Swaminathan Research Foundation. It is one of the 25 regional centers of S Swaminathan Research Foundation. That I don't know whether I'm presenting in the right session or not, because the session that we are discussing is the non-farm sector, but we are doing, in fact, MSSRF is doing very little to that area. The vision of MS Swaminathan Research Foundation is to enlist science and technology as allies in the movement for sustainable development. So coming directly to our point, that what are the different kinds of technologies and techniques that we are using for the development of society, that I am making 7 points, out of which 3 are directly linked with the market, and other 4 is having the potential to be linked with the market. Now, the first one is bio input production. Bio inputs means is a terminology actually. There are so many inputs that we can include in this. The first one is microbial bio inputs, whether in which it comes coming bacterial inputs and fungal inputs, where fungal inputs like trichoderma, Vivaria, verticillium, etc. are using as a biopesticides for the control of several diseases, agricultural diseases affecting the major crops of Kerala or anywhere in India. That's bacterial inputs like Pseudomonas, potash, phosphate bacteria, etc. that we are using. And the same is with the insect biopesticide. For example, the trichogramma, there are so many other things also. These inputs, these are the inputs that we are using in our center, our regional center of Community Agrobiodiversity Center. And the point is that we are transferring the technology. We are transferring the technology to the people who are unskilled, and we are make them equipped with by producing this kind of bio inputs. These are the women folk, women SHG who are engaged in the production of bio inputs. These inputs, we can change the material which is using for the production of bio inputs. That's commonly using media, or the substance is the talcum powder, that we can change the substance so that the people who are involved is getting a more income out of it. And it's a cost benefit analysis when we can say it is 1 year, the running year that only I am mentioning here. In this year, we could produce about 1.6 tons of altogether this bio inputs. There are 2 groups of 15 members are involved in. They could get a total number of 48 working days. And the second one is mushroom production. Yesterday, that Dr. Lal Singh has said about the button mushroom cultivation. But now, in MS Swaminathan Foundation's regional center, our center is doing with the oyster mushroom. The oyster mushroom, as yesterday also the sir has rightly said, it is needed some kind of temperature requirements. And for that thing, there are in the summer season and also the winter season, we can use different varieties of mushrooms. Say, for example, the Hypsicycus salmarius is using for the normally doing, but in the summer season, the Hypsicycus salmarius is not that much useful or that much efficient producer of its conversion rate is getting lowered at that time. So there are more than 12 different species of oyster mushrooms we have in our center, and based on the need of the time, or depends upon the climatic requirements, we are giving or we are using different kinds of varieties. The fact is that one point that I'm missing or not, MS Swaminathan Research Foundation is not directly involving with the marketing of any of these products. We are just facilitating. Our role is the facilitator and the transferring the technologies for the rural community. In fact, the MS Swaminathan Foundation, our center, is supplying the quality spawn, that is seeds for the mushroom cultivation to the center for the last 15 or 16 years. The third important point is, it is linked with the market, is a herbal medicine production. Here the herbal gardens, the basic purpose of this program is that to ensure the quality of the living and also to address the health of the people. The herbal medicines, a minimum of 10 herbal plants that we are giving to the community of the people. We are giving the training and the capacity building program related to the production of medicines and for the cultivation of the medicinal plants. And the formation of SHG, JLG, etc. For the cultivation and the production of the medicines. And the third is we are giving the support for the marketing. These are some photographs of the training, the preparation of the medicines. These are the awareness generation programs and the seedlings that are awareness generation program that we are doing. The next one is a seed village program. Hereafter I am telling some of the points that have immense potential to be linked to the market, but this is not directly linked with the market. But these are, I can say, these are novel ideas or the innovations that MSSRF is doing. This is Seed Village program. The Seed Village program is meant to conserve the traditional and specialty rice varieties. Now it is focusing to the rice varieties, but it can be done with some other varieties also. The importance or the peculiarity of this program is that the seed exchange system. That means in Wayanad district or in Kerala, altogether, there is a huge number of traditional rice varieties out there. But nowadays, only a handful of rice or these varieties are cultivating by the farmers. So what he is doing with this Seed Village program is that we are conserving these traditional or these native varieties in their own farm, the own farm mode of conservation of seed. The peculiarity is that the seed exchange system. That seed exchange system means if anyone is interested to cultivate this rice or the variety, that person is getting the seed free of cost. In only one condition is that the next year, whatever the quantity he is taking, he is supposed to give in double the amount. That means 1 kilogram he is taking, he is supposed to give in the double the amount, which is 2 kilograms the next year. So, this program is one of the unique program of CABC MSSRF, that means the Community Agro-Biodiversity Center. It is getting, trust is giving to the tribal areas, means the Wayanad is one of the tribal districts or the backward districts of Kerala where the tribal community is having a great population or percentage. So, in this program itself, we are giving training in the various fields, IPM, INM, SRI, LISA, etc., to enhance the capacity of the person who is involved. And another important point that I am mentioning is, through this activity, we could support this community by giving or by facilitating the plant genome saver, that is the PPV of Protection of Plant Varieties award sponsored by Government of India. So that the Kurichya and Kuruma community of Wayanad district has got the prestigious award of Plant Genome Saver Award in 2010. And so many varieties. In the last year itself, we could register more than 6 traditional rice varieties in their own name. This is one of the unique programs of MS Swaminathan. These are some of the photographs depicting the various activities. Specialists, especially the persons who are qualified enough in agriculture is doing this program. And another, the next one, is the farm school, Eldo Baby Farm School. In fact, some of the persons are telling that this is the only uh, school or farm school in India is bearing the name of a farmer. An institution is bearing the name of a farmer. This is a unique idea of Professor M. Swaminathan, is that so far that we are witnessing a lab to learn technology. That means the research institution is developing some kind of technologies and is giving to the community for the mass dissemination. So this is what we are witnessing for the several years. But in this farm school, the activity is that farmer to farmer learning, means farm to farm. It is a unique idea developed by Professor Swaminathan, where a farmer, a lead farmer teaching the farming techniques and the ideas and the innovations he is developed and he is followed for his success in farming to the interested farmers. So, this lead farmer, yesterday itself that we have discussed that the farmer varieties and farmers technologies. There are so many farmers technologies. This is not, in fact, it is not rationality or the scientifically validated, maybe. So, we are giving this kind of successful technology to be mass multiplied in a large scale by utilizing this farm school. There, facilities, a small building, there, if the persons who are interested can stay there and study by taking 2 or 3 days by staying there. That is the peculiarity of this farm school. This is the lead farmer, Mr. Eldo Baby. Here he is discussing with the farmers about by showing his own field. That is what is important. This person, the peculiarity is that from a very small farmland of about 1 acre, he could generate an income of more than 3 lakhs per year. That is what is important. He is doing an integrated mode of farming, means from agriculture, means it includes animal husbandry and also the crop husbandry in an integrated manner. This is the next one. Here the training, the facility we can use for this kind of training, where the person there is taking the class is from the Indian Institute of Spices Research, and our role is just to be a facilitator, that infrastructure that we have constructed. On an average of 24 or 25 training programs we are doing or do in every year in this in different topics. This program is supported by the Indian Overseas Bank. The next one is the third one is an idea. So bush pepper production. Bush pepper means in Kerala we are mostly cultivating the cash crops. So the pepper is one of the important one, as it is one of the major spices. So the bush pepper, the pepper nowadays is affected with one of the horrible disease or drastic disease we can say. This is a foot rot disease or the cuquilt disease. To tackle the cuquilt disease, this pepper, the bush pepper has the right potential because it is grafting in some of the other plant, namely Colubrina travancoraceae, belongs to the same species, so that its root will or infection from the root we can successfully prevent. Then is a home nutrition garden. The fourth innovation that we are practicing. This program is to address the malnutrition and the hidden hunger, especially the nutrients and the vitamin deficiency of the people. There we are giving the legumes, tuber crops and vegetables for the villages. It is in Wayanad that we have established in 500 families. The peculiarity is that the own farm germplasm. Own farm means germplasm of diasporia, legumes and diasporia and legumes only. Rice germplasm is there in the seed village. This diascoria and legumes that we are giving in the own farm conservation. This is the fourth one. Then coming to the conclusion is that all these activities, I have mentioned about the four different activities, 7 different activities. In fact. All these are leading to a bio-village. This bio-village, the term is coined by the Professor Swaminathan, where a holistic development is demonstrated through sustainable management and utilization of biological and natural resources by combining the traditional wisdom and frontier technology. So these are the different points to which I am making for your consideration and discussion. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Joseph.